Doma Sports Talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, another quick shout out. Well, the news is about Anthony Joshua. What is he, a two-time champion, had three belts all the time. But he's also one of the guys that I think caused us from not becoming having an undisputed heavyweight champion a few years back. I still hold that against him, to be honest. Even though, Anthony Joshua's a, kind of cool dude. But, I think, he should have just said, hey, listen, I ain't trying to fight this guy. And, because it's obvious. But okay, Anthony Joshua. And I've been saying of late, I see the man either retiring or something here soon, right? Because there's no one he can fight. My prediction is like a caliber of Christian Hammer or Agate Kabayal or something like that. Maybe not even Agate Kabayal, because Agate Kabayal probably ain't lost but maybe once, if at all. The thing is this. His promoter, Eddie Hearn. Everybody know Eddie Hearn basically got famous from his father, of course, Barry Hearn, but his biggest guy they've had in their stable is Anthony Joshua, right? And Anthony Joshua, even Eddie Hearn came out and said, listen, if Anthony Joshua loses this next fight in April, you know, that's pretty it. He might as well retire, right? And that's coming from his promoter. And it's like that really because what we're going through is you get to the question of who the hell is Anthony Joshua gonna beat? You know what I mean? Anybody hits back, and I'm just gonna tell y'all, cut your phones off because you probably if you about 160 pounds, 5'3", you might get a call. Cause see, Anthony Joshua can't fight nobody, right? Listen, this is what Eddie Hearn's saying. He needs a tune-up for Dillian White fight in the summer. He needs a tune-up. So they remember they was talking about this top 10 people. Now it's top 15. Now it's a lower echelon type of fighter that they're gonna have him fight in April. That's why cut your phones off. You're gonna get a phone call, right? They're gonna lowball you though, so keep your phones off, right? Bottom line is this: it's troublesome with Andy Joshua. And listen, for people that's probably smiling, Canelo Alvarez is similar. He needs to tune up too. Trying to fight John Ryder. They called me the other day. I was like, nah, go and fight John Ryder. Shoot, me and John Ryder sparred the other day. I beat him up. Bottom line is, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and go and get John Ryder. And I'm able to say that. Tune-ups. These guys have been in the industry for a long time. It ain't like everybody being hurt or nothing. And the Canelo, people are saying it. He had a surgery, so why not come back and fight John Ryder? You ain't one gone. That surgery wasn't big. It wasn't nothing where you need a tune-up. You're Canelo Alvarez. So number one, pound for pounds don't need tune-ups, right? Errol Spence been through car accidents and came back. First of all, Danny Garcia, because Danny Garcia got some other DNA. Have you ever seen Danny Garcia hurt in a fight? Think about it. Danny Garcia been fighting a long time and not been stumbling around the ring before, right? So I'm just saying, to come back after a car accident and fight Danny Garcia is huge for a guy like Errol Spence. So these tune-ups are just telling you what time it is. And you get to, and then I'm just going to go somewhere else, even though this is an Anthony Joshua video. I'm just going to go somewhere else. It's too many fighters, right, that get to just ignore that certain fighters. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're the mandatory, but we ain't going to fight. Shakur Stevenson is supposed to be feather-fisted. Moved up a division and feather-fisted. Couldn't get a guy called Pitbull. A guy that's supposed to come forward with all this stuff. Pitbull Cruz, Isaac Cruz, right? Then Cepeda. They ain't gonna fight him. Well, Cambosis neither, right? So he had to go through those three, right? Your boy Regis Prograis, one division higher, 140 pounds. Dude Ramirez ain't gonna fight him. Then Teofimo Lopez selling wolf tickets up there. Ain't gonna fight him. Just we ain't. You notice those awesome guys, the guys of color. These other guys don't have to because they understand that they won't be thrown under the bus by the media. And it's really irking because ain't nobody said, well, you know what? Damn it, your boy Shakur Stevens is all that. Can't get a fight. Forget the rest of these guys. Do articles about him. Talk about him. Right? Regis Prograis, been waiting, been at 140 the whole time, only lost to your boy Josh Taylor, and is, a scary little Mike Tyson type, and these guys ain't got to fight him. And another thing, just to bring it up, You supposed to get 35%, Ramirez. Ramirez thinks he's worth more than that. He's supposed to get more than that, right? So if a Ramirez and a Teofimo Lopez ain't gonna take 35%, which is stipulated, would y'all stop asking Terrence Crawford to, right? Would y'all stop that? Because Terrence Crawford and these guys are miles apart in terms of accomplishment, and just as bad as Terrence Crawford beat both of them. Everybody who skipping fights, Cepeda and Isaac Cruz and who are that? Ramirez and Teofimo Lopez, all in 2 nights, right? And we know it. So he can't get 35, right? He waited 3 months or more negotiating, and that's all they was gonna give him, and nothing guaranteed. And he goes and get another fight, and he gets backlash. These other guys, we see them. I named them. All of them ain't trying to take that kind of money from nobody. See? But back to Anthony Joshua. There's a problem. It's a conundrum for this guy because, I really don't know who Anthony Joshua can fight of note and get through it. And when it gets real bad is when your promoter, your hype man, has the same problem I have. Who the hell are we going to get Anthony Joshua to fight, right? We're trying to fill up a stadium in April or something. This is going to be very, very interesting, to say the least. Nobody's wishing it on him, but it is an issue when you got to take a tune-up for Dillian White. You know what I'm saying? Doma Sports Talk Worldwide. And I'm up out of here, y'all.